My dear Ivan Vasilovich, I'm extremely glad to see you here. Now, this is a surprise, dear boy. How are you, and so on and all that?
I'm well, thank you. And how are you getting on?
We're just getting by somehow, thanks to your prayers and so on. Sit down, please do. Now, you know you shouldn't forget all about your dear neighbors. But why are you so formal? What's the occasion? Why the evening dress, gloves, and so on and all that? Are you going somewhere?
No, I've only come to see you, honored Stepan Stepanovich.
Then why are you in evening dress, my boy? It's as if you're celebrating New Year's Eve.
Well, you see, it's like this. I'm sorry to trouble you. I've come to you, honored Stepan Stepanovich, with a request. It's not the first time I've had the privilege of coming to you for help, and you've always, so to speak, I beg your pardon, I am very nervous. If you don't mind, I'll drink some water, honored Stepan Stepanovich.
If he's come to borrow money, he'll be sorely disappointed. What is it, my dear friend?
You see, honored Stepan Honorovich, pardon me, I'm shaking with nerves, as you can see. In short, you alone can help me, though I don't deserve it, of course, and I haven't any right to accept your assistance.
Don't beat around the bush, boy. Spit it out and so on. Well?
1 minute. The fact is, I've come to ask for the hand of your daughter, Natalia Stepanovna, in marriage.
Oh, dear God in heaven! Ivan Vasilovich, such joy! Can you say that again? I'm not sure I heard all that and so on.
I have the honor to ask.
Oh, my dear boy, I'm so glad, and so on. Yes, indeed, and all that sort of thing. I've been hoping for this for a long time. You have always been like a son to me. God bless you both, and so on and all that. Look at me, I'm blabbering like an idiot. Such happiness. Oh, you rascal. I'll go and call Natasha and all that.
Honored Stepan Stepanovich, do you think I may count on her consent?
Why, of course she'll consent. She's in love. She's like a cat in heat, and so on. I won't be long.
It's cold. I'm trembling all over. I must resolve myself. I need steely determination. If I hesitate, I'm finished. If I take time to look for an ideal wife or for real love, then I'll never get married. Oh, it's so cold. Natalia Stepanovna is an excellent housekeeper. She's not bad looking, and she went to school. What more do I want? Oh, I'm getting that ringing in my ears again. In any event, I need to marry. It's simple as that. I'm already 35. I ought to lead a quiet and regular life with no upsets. I'm suffering from palpitations. I'm far too excitable. At this very moment, my lips are trembling, and I'm getting that twitch in my right eyebrow again. But the worst thing of all is sleep, or the lack of it. As soon as my head hits the pillow, something in my left side gives a pull, and I can feel it in my shoulder and head, and I jump like a lunatic, walk about a bit, and lie down again. But as soon as I begin to get off to sleep, it happens again. Yeah, there's another pull. And this may happen 20 times.
Well, hello there. It's only you. Papa said go inside. There's a merchant come by to collect his goods. How have you been, Ivan Vasilievich?
I've been well, honored Natalia Stepanovna.
You must excuse my apron. We're shelling peas for drying. Why haven't you been here in such a long time? Please, sit down. Won't you have some lunch?
No, thank you. I've had some already.
Well, please smoke if you like. The weather is glorious now, but yesterday it was so wet that the field hands couldn't do anything all day. How much hay have you stacked? Actually, I got a bit enthusiastic today and had a whole field cut, and now I'm regretting it because I'm afraid the hay may rot. Should I have waited a bit? Yes, I ought to have waited a bit. But look at you! Why, you're in evening dress. Well, you do look nice. Are you going to a party or something? Tell me.
Oh, you see, honored Natalia Stepanovna, the fact is, I've come here to see if you would, to ask you to, hear me out. Of course, you'll be surprised and perhaps even a bit angry, but it's really cold.
What's the matter? Well?
I shall try to be brief. You must know, honored Natalia Stepanovna, that I have long since my childhood, and in fact, had the privilege of knowing your family. My late aunt and her husband, from whom, as you know, I inherited my land, always had the greatest respect for your father and your late mother. The Lamovs and the Chupkovkas have always had the friendliest, and I might almost say the most affectionate regard for each other. We are close neighbors. Of course, you already know this. My land borders yours. My oxen meadows touch your birch woods. And
One moment, please forgive the interruption, but you said my oxen meadows. But are they yours?
Yes, they are mine.
What are you talking about? The oxen meadows are ours, not yours.
No, mine, honored Natalia Stepanovna.
Well, I never knew that before. How do you make that out?
How? I'm taking about the oxen meadows on that tiny patch of land wedged in between your birchwoods and the burnt marsh.
And the burnt marsh. Yes, yes. No, they're ours.
No, you're mistaken, honored Natalia Stepanovna. They're mine.
Now, think very carefully, Ivan Vasilievich. How long have they been yours?
How long? As long as I can remember.
Now, really, wait just a minute.
I can show you the documents, honored Natalia Stepanovna. It's true. Oxen meadows were once the subject of some dispute, but now everybody knows that they are mine. There's nothing to argue about. You see, my aunt's grandmother gave the free use of these meadows in perpetuity to the peasants of your father's grandfather, in return for which they were to make bricks for her. The peasants belonging to your father's grandfather had the free use of the meadows for 40 years and had got into the habit of regarding them as their own, when in fact they actually belonged to...
You are wrong! Both my grandfather and great-grandfather reckoned that their land extended to burnt marsh, which means that oxen meadows were ours. There's no point in arguing. It's simply ridiculous.
I have the papers, Natalia Stepanovna.
Oh, I see. You're just making fun of me. This is a big joke. We've had the land for nearly 300 years, and then we're suddenly told that it isn't ours? Ivan Vasilievich, I can hardly believe what you're saying. These meadows aren't valuable. They only come to about 12 acres, but that's not the point. It's the unfairness. I can't stand unfairness.
Didn't you hear what I said? Your great-grandfather's peasants, as I have had the honor of explaining to you, used to bake bricks for my aunt's grandmother. Now, my aunt's grandmother, being a decent woman...
Who cares about all this grandfather's and grandmother's business? The meadows are ours, and that's all there is to it.
They're mine.
Ours! You can go on about it until you are blue in the face, and you can wear 15 dress jackets, but I tell you, they're ours, ours, ours. I don't want anything that belongs to you, and I won't give up anything of mine. Thank you very much.
Natalia Stepanovna, I don't care about the meadows, but I am acting on principle. If you like, I'll give them to you as a gift.
If there's any giving to do, I'll do it because they're mine. I cannot believe your behavior. Up to this, we've always thought of you as a good neighbor and friend. Last year, we lent you our threshing machine, which meant us putting off our own threshing till November. Now you treat us as if we were gypsies. Giving me my own land, indeed. In my opinion, that's not at all neighborly. In fact, I think it's downright insulting.
Then you think I'm some sort of land grabber. Never in my life have I grabbed anybody else's land, and I won't allow anybody to accuse me of having done so. Oxen meadows are mine.
It's not true. They're ours.
Mine!
It's a lie. I'll prove it. I'll send my mowers out to the meadow this very day.
What?
My mowers will be there this very day.
I'll break their necks if they set foot on my land.
You dare!
Oxen meadows are mine. You understand? Mine.
Please don't shout. You can carry on as you please in your own house, but here I expect you to behave as a gentleman.
If it wasn't for the excruciating palpitations and these throbbing murmurs ripping through me and my temples near bursting point, I'd talk to you in a different way. Oxen meadows are mine!
Ours!
Mine!
Ours!
Mine!
What's going on? What's all the shouting for?
Papa, please tell to this gentleman who owns Oxen Meadows, him or us.
The meadows are ours.
But Stepan Stepanovich, how can they be yours? Please be reasonable, my man. My aunt's grandmother gave the meadows for the temporary and free use of your grandfather's peasants. These peasants used the land for 40 years and got as accustomed to it as if they were their own. But what happened was...
Excuse me. You have forgotten that the peasants didn't pay your grandmother and all that because the meadows were in dispute and so on. And now every dog in the village knows that they're ours. It means that you haven't seen the survey plans.
I'll prove to you that they're mine.
You won't prove it.
I shall.
Why yell like that? You won't prove anything by yelling. I don't want anything of yours and don't intend to give up anything of mine. Why should I? And furthermore, if you intend to go on arguing about it, I'd just as soon give the meadows over to the peasants then, let you have them. So there.
I don't understand. How have you the right to give away somebody else's land?
I'll decide whether I have the right or not, because, young man, I'm not used to being spoken to in that tone of voice, and so on and all that. I, young man, am many years your senior, so I ask you to speak to me without getting yourself into a state, and so on.
No. You think I'm a fool, and you want to take advantage. You call my land yours, and then you want me to talk to you calmly and politely? Good neighbors don't behave like that, Stepan Stepanovich. You're not a neighbor, you're a land grabber.
What's that? What did you say?
Papa, send the mowers out to the meadows at once.
What did you say, sir?
Oxen meadows are ours, and I will never give them up. Never, never, never.
We'll see. I'll have the matter taken to court, and then we'll see who it belongs to.
To court? You go ahead, can take it to court and all that. By all means do. I know you. You're just looking for a chance to go to court and so on. All your people were like that. Your family is famous for suing anybody and everybody.
Keep my family out of this. The Lamauves have always been honorable, law-abiding people, not like some I won't mention. Like your grandfather, who was arrested for embezzlement, for instance.
You Lomos are crazy. All of you.
All.
Your grandfather was nothing more than a drunk. And your younger aunt, Nastasia Mihailovna, ran away with an architect. That's right, an architect, and so on.
And your mother was a hunchback. Oh my God, something's pulling at my side. My head is pounding.
Your
I need
father
water.
is a gambler and a cheat.
And your aunt was a gossip and a backbiter.
My left foot is paralyzed. You're a snake and oh, my heart. And it's an open secret that before the last election you bribed... my eyes have gone blurry. Where's my hat?
It's low, it's dishonest, it's mean.
And you're just a malicious, two-faced liar.
Here's my hat. Oh, my heart. Which way? Where's the door? I think I'm dying. My foot is quite numb.
And don't set foot in my house again.
Take it to court. We'll see.
He can go to hell.
Creep.
Crook.
The monster. First he takes our land, and then he has the cheek to abuse us.
And to think that upstart, that monkey brain, has the confounded nerve to make a proposal, and so on and all that. A proposal.
What proposal?
Why, he came here to propose to you.
Propose to me? Why didn't you tell me that before?
That's why he was dressed up in that silly suit and all that, the stuffed sausage.
He came to propose to me? Oh my God! Bring him back! Oh my God! Get him back! Oh my God! Please make him come back.
Make who come back?
Quick, go get him.
What's that? What's the matter with you? Oh, what have I done? Fool! I'll hang myself. I'll shoot myself. I'll hang myself, then I'll shoot myself.
I'm going to die. Get him!
Don't yell. I'm going.
What have they done to me? Oh, make him come back, please.
My heart's beating wildly, and my foot's gone to sleep. There's something that keeps pulling in my side.
Forgive us, Ivan Vasilievich. We were all a little heated. I remember now. Oxen meadows really are yours.
My heart's almost bursting. My meadows. Both my eyebrows are twitching now.
The meadows are yours, yes, yours. Do sit down. We were wrong.
I did it on principle. The land is worth little to me, but the principle...
Yes, the principle. Now, please, let's talk about something else.
I have the evidence, you see. My aunt's grandmother gave the land to your father's grandfather's peasants. And
Yes, that's enough. I wish I knew how to start. Will you be going hunting this season?
I'm thinking of having a go at the geese and grouse after the harvest. Oh, have you heard? My best dog, Gesser, has gone lame.
What a pity. How did it happen?
I don't know. He must have twisted it or got bitten by some other dog. He's my very best dog, to say nothing of how much he cost me. I gave Muranov $125 for him.
You were robbed, Ivan Vasilievich.
I think it was a bargain. He's a first-rate dog.
Papa only paid $85 for his hound Messer, and Messer is much better than Gesser.
Messer is better than Gesser? How do you mean? Messer better than Gesser?
Of course he's better. Messer is still young, but on points and pedigree, there's no comparison.
But Natalia Stepanovna, you forget that Messer has an overshot jaw, and an overshot jaw always means the dog is a bad hunter.
Overshot, is he? That's news to me.
I assure you that his lower jaw is shorter than the upper.
Oh, you've measured it, have you?
Yes. He's all right at chasing the pack, of course, but if you want him to get hold of anything...
In the first place, our Messer is a thoroughbred animal, the son of Lesser and Stresser, whereas your Gesser is the son of Slusher and Pusher and has no pedigree whatsoever. He's just a flea-bitten old wreck.
He is old, but I wouldn't take 5 Messers for him. Why, how can you even... Gesser is a proper dog. As for Messer, well, he's just a joke of a hound. If you had paid $25 for him, it would have been 20 too much.
Ivan Vasilievich, are you being obnoxious on purpose today? First you pretend that the meadows are yours, and now you are saying that Gesser is better than Messer. I don't like people who refuse to face facts. You know perfectly well that Messer is 100 times better than your ridiculous Gesser.
I see. Natalia Stepanovna, that you consider me either blind or stupid, you must realize that Messer is overshot.
It's not true.
It is.
It's not true.
What are you shouting for?
What are you lying for? Gesser is only fit to be shot, and you dare compare him with Messer.
Excuse me. I cannot continue this discussion. My heart is palpitating again.
You are typical of those hunters who are full of talk, but useless when it actually comes to hunting.
Oh, please be quiet. Shut up. My heart's bursting.
I won't shut up.
What's the matter now?
Papa, tell us truly, which is the better dog, our Messer or his Gesser?
Stepan Stepanovich, please tell me just one thing. Is your Messer overshot or not? Yes or no?
And suppose he is. What does it matter? He's the best dog in the district for all that, and so on.
But isn't my Gesser better? Tell me honestly.
Don't excite yourself, dear boy. Allow me. Your Gesser certainly has his good points. He's purebred, firm on his feet, has well-sprung ribs and all that and so on. But if you want to know the truth, that dog has 2 defects. He's old and he's short in the muzzle.
You'll have to excuse me, but I'm having severe heart murmurs. Let's face the facts, shall we? You remember that on the Marinsky hunt, my Gesser ran neck and neck with the Count's dog, Fresher, while your Messer was chasing up the rear.
He got left behind because the Count hit him with his whip.
He had good reason. The dogs are supposed to run after a fox, but Messer went and started chasing a sheep.
It's not true. Now, I'm very liable to lose my temper, and so let's stop arguing. You started because everybody is always jealous of everybody else's dogs. Yes, we're all like that. You no sooner notice that some dog is better than your Gesser than you begin with this, that, and so on and all that. I remember everything.
I remember too.
I remember too. What do you remember?
My heart. My foot's gone to sleep. I can't.
My heart. What sort of hunter are you? You'd be better off lying down in a darkened room than chasing after foxes. Oh, my heart.
Yes, really. What sort of hunter are you anyway? Let's change the subject in case I lose my temper. You're not a real hunter, and let's leave it at that.
And are you a hunter? You only go hunting to get in with the Count and all his wealthy friends. Oh, my heart. You're a sneaky social climber.
What? I'm a social... Shut up!
Snake.
Young brat.
Old rat.
Shut up or I'll shoot you like a partridge, you fool.
There it is. Oh, my heart's burst. Oh, my shoulders come off. Where's my shoulder? I'm dying. Oh, call a doctor.
Fool. I'm sick. My heart is pounding.
You can't even ride a horse properly. Papa, what's the matter with him? Papa, look, Papa! Ivan Vasilievich, he's dead!
What is it? What's the matter?
He's dead!
He's dead? My God, water, a doctor. Drink this. No, he's not drinking. He is dead and all that. Why don't I put a bullet into my brain? I deserve to die. Give me a knife. Get me a pistol. Oh, he seems to be coming round. I think he'll live. Here, drink some water. That's right.
I see stars. It's very blurry. Where am I?
Now listen, just hurry up and get married. She's willing and all that and so on. I give you my blessing, but please, just leave me in peace.
Huh? What? Who?
She says yes. Well, go on, kiss her.
You're alive. Yes, I'm willing.
Kiss each other.
Kiss who? Well, yes, that's very nice. Excuse me, what's going on? Oh, and now I remember, my heart. Stars. I'm happy. Natalia Stepanovna, my leg is still paralyzed.
I'm happy too.
What a weight off my shoulders.
So, now you can admit that Messer is better than Gesser.
He's worse.
Better!
He's better.
Worse!
And they lived happily ever after.